So you would just, can I do it? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's jANAY. In today's video, I'll be doing my July favorites for you all. I was going to do a June favorites, but I previously did the collective haul, and then to turn around and put a monthly favorites next to it, it was too close. Like it would have been too much going on. So I skipped June, and now here we are in July. Also, remember to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I really appreciate it, wherever it is, down here, wherever. Please hit subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Moving on to my monthly favorites. First up, we have the infamous Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics. I'm not surprised that I've seen this in a lot of people's monthly favorites. Here it is. It's a nice, like she said, it's a champagne gold color, and just like a lot of people said, they don't have like a lot of colors in their They don't have a lot of highlighters. Any highlighters. This particular shade. I'm trying to rub it in. And that's Champagne Pop swatched on my skin tone. Me personally, I feel like this shade will be suitable for most skin tones, including women of color like my shade and darker, if you use a light hand, just like I've done on my hand. And in my last video, the review that I did on this, and I also said in that review that don't go by the swatches on their website. Currently it's still available. You know, for my women of color, don't go by those swatches on the website, because I swatch it on my hand, right? And then you see that? That's what the swatch looks like on their website, the swatches that were going around. And that's a really heavy application, and it doesn't take all of that. So, in looking at this swatch, you wouldn't want to buy it if you're a woman of color. Or even I've heard where like really fair women, it comes off really, not really dark, but a little too dark for them. In that case, I would probably recommend, even on my fair skin, but I would probably recommend taking Champagne Pop right just a little bit, put it on your high points, and then take another, since it's like a champagne color, if you have like a really pale light champagne color, I think like NARS Albatross highlighter, or what's the other one? Jabbar Cosmetics Audrey. It's a real light color, and I feel like that would work well on really fair women. I can't think of the MAC equivalency, maybe like NW15, NW20, something like that, if you're like really, really light, fair. Sticking with the highlighters, my next highlighter is Jabbar Cosmetics Star Powder in Lucy, which is my absolute favorite. I think a lot of people said this was going to be the go-to highlighter, because this is, there we go, this is like a rose gold kind of color, and these are like their first highlighters to come out. This one, and then Maryland, and now they have a third installment out, Audrey, which is, like I said earlier, it's a champagne color. But this color is my favorite because the simple fact, I really love rose gold. Do I have a rose gold highlighter? I do. I have Becca Cosmetics rose gold. So this is Lucy, and let me see. They're really soft, you guys, and buttery. Ooh, I got too much. They're really soft and buttery. I would give them an A, considering this is their first attempt at highlighters. Like, this website, well, this company is ever growing. Like, right now they have 3 liquid lipsticks out. I don't have them, but they're growing. They're getting there. So this is Lucy. Like I said, it looks exceptionally beautiful on tan to dark skin women. This would be exceptionally beautiful on our skin tones. Another reason I like this, just the compactness, not necessarily the highlighter itself, is because it's this little flap right here. You know how with some powder compacts you don't have anything covering, and over time dusting in it and this and that, you get all this kickback, this dust, whatever you want to call it, and it gets all over the mirror, and then you're trying to wipe it, and it becomes a mess. So this eliminates the mess. So that's why I particularly love this compact, not necessarily a highlighter, but I do love the highlighter, but I love everything about it. Next up are my favorite, and I actually used I used my favorite eyeshadow out of this palette to do this look, and that would be my Makeup Geek palettes that I bought, my Makeup Geek eyeshadows rather. I mentioned these in my collective haul because I bought her Chevron palette, and then I went back and bought some individual eyeshadows. So here are the palettes, side by side. This is her Chevron palette, which consists of her most popular eyeshadows, and then on top of that, if it is your first time wanting to buy these eyeshadows, this is like a good starter because it has a good mix of like the typical colors that most people would use. Like, yeah, it has your typical colors in it that most people would use on an everyday basis, which is the black. You have some light browns, some dark browns, some golds, and then you have some little funky colors like green and so on, and then you have the good all-purpose champagne color right here. This is in my hand. Champagne color right here, Shimmer Shimmer, which is like a good all-purpose eyeshadow. Like, you can use it for your to highlight the brow bone, maybe a little bit on the cheek, maybe. It's just a good multi-purpose eyeshadow, and this is Shimmer Shimmer. You see how it blends out? It make a really good brow bone highlight. That's that. And then I just picked up a few of her individual shadows. I accidentally purchased Simply Marlena twice, but that's okay, it'll get used. And this white right here, which is called Ice Queen, this is what I was talking about, right? With the Champagne Pop not really working with really fair skinned women, but I've seen some fair skinned women do what I was saying earlier. You would take that highlighter like Champagne Pop, and then you would take something really light that would really match your skin tone to make it work, which I would probably recommend Ice Queen, because I'm just gonna do a little bit now, because it still has that shimmer in there, like that gold kind of. Is this gold? Does it have gold flakes? Well, it has just plain shimmery white flakes, and this will work on really fair skinned women, in my opinion. You do the Champagne Pop right here, and then you would take Ice Queen and just up here, just right here around the eye area, just it'll make it work, I feel like, but that's just my opinion. Next up is a definitely oldie, but I mean every single beauty YouTuber on this website, every single beauty YouTuber uses this product, and the product I'm talking about is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This stuff is absolutely amazing, you guys. I just got the small one because I didn't really know how it was gonna work out when I bought it. They have this one, and then they have one that's probably like double the size, but it's really good stuff. It comes with a you won't be able to see that. It has a sifter in here, which is really great, and then it comes with a little powder puff. I don't use the powder puff. I just use the little sponge wedges, and then just dip it in there, like the flat part of it, and then just press it in, like, to set my highlighter. And really, you can use it to dust your whole face. I haven't tried it. I just do like my highlight areas, and then just set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark. That's what I use. But I love this for setting my under eye concealer and just my highlight concealer in general, because I believe it was in my last video, I think I mentioned it, maybe I touched on it, that I did not like the NARS reflective setting powder. This thing is in my drawer right now collecting dust, because I really wanted to love it, because people were saying it gives you like this luminous glow underneath your eyes. It gives you a glow, alright. So it does not matter how less that I apply under my eye. I could apply the thinnest layer humanly possible, but drench my face in Fix Plus or whatever, and I could get under this camera or under this light, and I would still have this like white cast, this like flashback reflective haze underneath my eyes, and it's not cute. And so that's why I was really fearful of buying this, because it is a translucent powder, but I feel like it maybe has like a little yellow tinge kind of undertone underneath it, I feel like. But when you apply this and you let it set, it gives your under eye a nice matte finish. Now don't apply a whole bunch of it, just enough to set it. You don't have to like drench your under eyes in powder, because then you'll be having to dust it off really crazy to make sure you get every last bit off. Because just like with not even just with the NARS reflective powder, but any powder, if you don't get it all off, it's gonna look really cakey, and then God forbid you take a picture with flash, it'll look a hot mess. So that's why I love this one, because it doesn't give me that white cast under my eyes, and because I feel like it has like that little yellow tinge to it, I feel like when I set it, when it oxidizes on my face a little bit, it just makes my highlight pop even more, but in a really nice subtle kind of way. Next up is definitely an oldie. It got a lot of hate, like it got a lot of shade when it first came out, and it's rightfully so, because people were like, how in the world is this gonna prime my face, you know? And that would be the Smashbox primer water. It's exactly what it says it is. It's a primer water. You can use it to prime the skin. Some people say you can set your makeup with it. I haven't tried to set my makeup with it, but I have used it to prime the skin. And when you spray this on your face, here we go. It's a real it's a real fine mist. You know how sometimes when you spray the Fix Plus, sometimes you get like little globs come out just a little bit, and it kind of like splotches your makeup, but not with this bad boy, because it's so fine when it comes out the applicator. When you spray it on the skin, you feel it immediately when it hits the skin. You feel like this barrier on your face, and you be like, ugh, you know, but it's a good type of feeling. Like you feel it working, you feel it smoothing out your skin, ready to take on the foundation, you know. Next up, I have to give all praise and thanks to and all credit to Lizzie from What Would Lizzie Do, and that's Escada Perfume in Turquoise Summer. This is like the like she said, this is the perfect scent for summer and spring, and maybe a little bit of fall, maybe, but definitely this is like the scent of the summer and spring. It's sweet, but not so sweet like Bath and Body Works Sweet Pea. Now that's just too sweet. Like, this stuff makes my head hurt. This is more of a subdued kind of sweet. Just, it's toned down. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm back. I don't know where that cough came from. But next up is it's really, I don't want to do it separately. It's kind of like a twofer. I don't necessarily use these together, but it could be used together, and I think it would be really pretty. And that would be the Jabbar Cosmetics lip gloss in Madison Avenue, which is this nice rosy color. Like, maybe looking at it on camera it looks really light, but in actuality it's really not. It's actually like a really like medium muted like rosy color, and it's really pretty. And now this would definitely work on women and men of like a wide variety of skin ranges. So this is Madison Avenue. And like you can see here, it's not so bad. Like, it's not so like, oh my god, you know. So here's the bottle, and here it is swatched on my wrist. Next is the Jabbar Cosmetics lipstick in French Toast, and that's French Toast swatched right underneath Madison Avenue, and it's a nice matte. It's a matte lip color. Maybe like, it's matte, but it's kind of like semi-matte. Like it's like a satin. I guess maybe like a satin lipstick. And it's really nice and creamy, and it applies really opaque. So I'm not one to get a lot of acne. I think the last time I really just had bouts with acne was in maybe like freshman year of high school, like 8th grade, is when my acne really started to clear up. Now, just like a lot of people, when you first hit puberty, you know, your face goes to hell, and it did. But, and some of that was partially due to, like, you know, remedies and treatments and so on. And then eventually I just went to the dermatologist because I tried the Proactive, and oh my god, that Proactive did not work for my face at all. So now when I look at the commercials and stuff, I see Proactive commercials.
It goes, oh my gosh, it makes my skin so pretty, it makes it so beautiful and glowy, it just works overnight. Bitch, stop.
I'm a little biased. I needed something to work with my face to really get down off in my pores in my skin, to really get all that makeup and oils and, you know, product and everything build up out of my skin. And that takes me to the Origins Clear Improvement charcoal mask. Let it focus. This is their smallest bottle. This is their smallest bottle. I think this is all they had. I got this from My Macy's. I believe this is on the Sephora website. I was trying to give you a close-up, but it didn't work out so hard. So I'm just put a little bit on my finger. So it looks like this out of the tube. Like I said, I tried to do a close-up, but my camera won't focus. It doesn't like white for some reason, because the cap is white. But anyway, it looks like this. And this is so superficial, right? But I didn't want a white face mask because I was like, I'm gonna look so crazy walking around the house with a white face on. So I was like, I was so superficial. So I found this. I was like, oh, this is great. You know, it kind of matches my skin. You can apply a thin layer or a thick layer, however you want to do it. But of course, you know, do it layer by layer. Don't put like a big glob on your face, or else it'll be a mess. Just start out in little thin layers and then blend out that way. And this stuff you don't need a lot to like cover your face. Like, this is one little dab, and you see how it spreads. Now, it might not spread as well on my dry arm versus like a damp face, because you have to dampen your face before applying this. But it is it's like a detoxifying mask. It really clears out the pores. Now some people don't like that dry, tight feeling on their face. So like when you wipe your face clean, or like when you wash your face and you haven't moisturized afterwards or anything, and it's really dry and your face is a little shiny and it's kind of tight because your skin is dry. Some people don't like that in their facial products, but me personally, I like it because, and I'm pretty sure there's others out there that will agree with me, it gives you that sense, just like with the Smashbox Primer Water, it has that like this feelings on your face like it's working. And that's how I feel about this mask, because when I take it off, it does have it feels just like I want it to do, to like pull out everything, pull out all those toxins and just purify my face. But to prevent it from being so super dry and tight, like I said, make sure your skin is good and damp, like good, warm, damp, and like and your pores are good and open. And I feel like personally that'll like kind of minimize like that dry, tight feeling. It'll still feel like that regardless, but it won't feel as bad, like oh my god, like I need to put lotion on my face like ASAP. I would apply this to my face, you guys, and I kid you not, I applied this to my face. And keep in mind, I just had fine bumps, not like flat out pimples, just like little fine bumps. So I applied that to my face, I washed it off, I did my skincare, my little skincare regimen. Nothing big, nothing fancy, just a little moisturizer here and a little serum there, like nothing crazy. And I went to bed, and the next day, you guys, I wake up, I kid you not, were my bumps gone, like vanished, almost like it was, you could tell where it was clearing up. Like the bumps were there, but not as many. Literally, it works, you guys. Lastly and finally of my monthly favorites is the eyelash curler. No guard eyelash curler. Like this thing is like really amazing. Can you see it? It has a little rubber tip right here, and then like the little, you know, metal piece here. I saw this on a video Patrick Starr was doing with one of his friends. I think he was doing like a prom tutorial or something like that. Guys, you need this thing. This is really neat. This is like the bomb when applying false lashes. I feel like this was specifically made for false lashes application. I don't necessarily see how you could curl, even though it is a eyelash curler, I don't necessarily see how you could curl your real eyelashes with this thing, because it doesn't have, because it's straight, you know, it's straight across. Unlike like the typical eyelash curler, it's curved, you know, just like the eye. But this is exceptional for false eyelashes, sorry, because I don't have false eyelashes on right now, but like it can pinch them. Rather than you like pinch it with your finger or use some tweezers to like really get the band next to your eyelashes, this replaces your finger. So you would just, can I do it? Okay. So like, here's the eyelash curler, false eyelash curler, and then you would just take it. Oh my god, what do I do for you? Can I do it? And you just like do it like that, you know, like if you have false eyelashes on, it would just pinch them. Just pinch your band and your eyelashes just like that. And it would like get a, hang on. Let me zoom y'all out first. Okay. I think that's about how I had it. That's good enough. But anyway, so like I said, it would pinch the eyelashes, pinch your eyelash band to your real lash. That's what I feel like it's exceptional for. That's what he used it for in his video, and that's what you should use it for your false eyelashes. And this is Sephora brand. I don't remember the price on it, but I'll leave all of that in the description box for you all if you want to check it out. And when you buy this little nice nifty doodad, it comes with a pair of false eyelashes. Now I didn't like put in, they're nice and spiky, so just, you know, just a nice little added incentive. And get this. So that's the end of my monthly favorites. My first ever monthly favorites, you all. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of them, but I had enough to get me started, you know. So I will end this video. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's free. I would really appreciate it. Click that red button wherever you see it. It's here, wherever. Click it. Help me out. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.
Who just posted a clip